Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one is going to be doing a video giving my thoughts. I'm shocked I got this one, but this one is going to be doing a character spotlight video, our weekly Saturday spotlight for this week. This one's going to be a character spot, well, not really a character spotlight, just a spotlight, I guess I'll call it, on the Chief Content Officer of The Walking Dead, Scott Gimple.
We silence the whispers.
Okay guys, so this is going to be doing another Saturday Spotlight video for The Walking Dead. This is going to be doing a character spotlight, well not a character spotlight really, it's just a spotlight on the Chief Content Officer of The Walking Dead, Scott Gimple. So, I was pretty surprised actually when I got this one, because usually we character spotlights on, characters from the show and stuff like that. This one is going to be about Scott Gimple. So, this one was suggested by Eastside Badger, so of course everybody go subscribe to Eastside Badger, the one who suggested this video. But when I got this one and I found it funny, because he suggested this one, Eastside Badger, and then the reply right under it, Brian Archman was like, "Are you joking?" So yeah, but anyway, so it's pretty funny. But I'll probably put some images on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about here. But Brian Archman was like, "Are you joking right now?" So but yeah, anyway, so I'm really excited to get into this one. But at the same time, let me just make this clear. I'm going to try to remain as, kind of respectful as I can, but at the same time, I'm going to acknowledge the things I don't like that he does, and as well, I'm also going to stick up for Scott Gimple with the stuff that he does well, because I do think that Scott Gimple is a good writer and a good showrunner for The Walking Dead, but hang on. At a time. That's all I'm going to say. In my opinion, I really do think that Fear the Walking Dead is not his best. Let's just say it. But Scott Gimple, let's do the positives of Scott Gimple, then we'll go to the negatives, okay? Here's the positives, okay? So, he takes over in Season 4, and, I thought Season 4 of The Walking Dead was pretty good, Season 5, Season 6, in my opinion, they were fine. They were great seasons, and Scott Gimple did them well, I think. So, Scott Gimple, if you're watching this, I don't know if I'll ever watch this, but if you ever did, man, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6... A+. You did an amazing job with those seasons. Sure, there was, little tiny problems with, each season. There always is. Even Season 9 has, a couple little problems here and there. But, you did well with those 3 seasons. So, that's good. That's good. But then, Season 7 and Season 8 it just went downhill, for me. A lot of people really, really hate those seasons. I personally don't like Season 7. I don't hate Season 7. I just don't like it very much. Season 8 of The Walking Dead, in my opinion, was a very bad attempt at the all-out war storyline from the comics. That is just me being honest. I think it could have been done a lot better and maybe a little bit shorter. I think it felt too dragged out to be an entire season, But that's just my thoughts. Personally, you could even put Season 7 and 8 together in one season, and I think it would have made it look better, to be honest. So, yeah, and then if you'd done that, the pacing would have been quicker, and Rick might have actually been able to meet up with Alpha before Andrew Lincoln left. So, there is that. But I'm just saying, that's just me being honest. So, then of course Angela Kang took over in season 9, and he was the Chief Content Officer, and he still is. And people kind of blame Gimple for kind of the the bottle episode with the Whispers in Season 10, Episode 2, We Are the End of the World. I didn't hate that episode. I just didn't like it very much. Let's be honest, it wasn't the best episode of Walking Dead, but yeah, so, but a lot of people say that maybe that, the bottle episodes, that's really a Scott Gimple move right there. Yeah, sure, you could say that. But, let me go to Fear the Walking Dead now, okay? So, Fear the Walking Dead, and in terms of what he's done with Fear the Walking Dead, I don't think he was really ever involved with Fear the Walking Dead, in the first 3 seasons. I don't think so, at least maybe I'm wrong about that. But in Season 4 and Season 5, I know for a fact he was. And, because we heard it, he's the Chief Content Officer for the Walking Dead universe. Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 and Season 5. Okay, so this is one I can't really sugarcoat anything. Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, here's the thing. I don't think it was Scott Gimple's decision to kill Madison. I think that was the 2 showrunners. But, honestly, the second half of Season 4 really could have been done better. And that's all I'm going to say. It really could have been done better. And Martha... oh my god, why? Honestly, just why, you know? Have you ever heard anybody, I've never heard a single person say that they thought Martha was an awesome villain. Everybody hated her, not because she's a villain and people hate villains, you know, classic, I hate the villain. No, people hated her because of how bad she was. A bad attempt at a villain, you know? If you want to even consider that, you know, honestly. So then you did Season 5. Okay, so Scott Gimple. Season 5, man, the first half of Season 5 was pretty much perfect. The only thing I didn't like was the Althea episode. Aside from that, the first half of Season 5 was really great, and I think Scott Gimple did a really good job the first half of Season 5. That's just my opinion, minus the Althea episode. Okay, okay, so the second half of Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, I don't know where they were going with this. I don't know where he was going with this. You have Virginia, Jenny, whatever her name is. You know, folks call me Jenny. You know, it's like, okay, whatever, you know. But, you know, I just don't like her. You know, I think they could have done a better job. Scott Gimple, you could have done a better job with Virginia's character. I don't really think that it was really the right move to make a villain like that, you know? Fear the Walking Dead, the villains for the show, ever since Taka, they've just been terrible, you know? You know, Trev Chan, too, talked about this, too, on some of his videos, and I want to kind of mention him, too. He always says that the Fear the Walking Dead villains are, like, really, really, like... ever since the new showrunners took over, just the villains for Fear the Walking Dead are really weak, you know? You know, from Logan to Martha to, you know, Virginia. You know, and I agree with him. I think, you know, Trev is right, honestly. I think he's right when he says that the villains, ever since the new showrunners took over, are not as good. I agree with him with that. So, and it's true, you know, nobody really cares about Martha. Nobody liked Logan. Nobody liked, you know, nobody likes Virginia, you know? Because they're not good villains, you know? Do a villain like Walker. Does scary things. Make the villain creepy. Make the villain fearsome, like Negan or Alpha or the Governor or even Gareth. Like, honestly, something, because these villains just don't work. And that's me really saying this to Scott Gimple now. These villains for Fear, in my opinion, and I know for a lot of other people, I'm not the only one that thinks this. There are a lot of people that think that these villains are not that good in the last 2 seasons of Fear. So, if you can make Virginia maybe a little bit less goofy of a character, you know, maybe that'll help out the audience. That's all I'm going to say. That's really just me being honest, you know? So, yeah. So, the Rick Grimes movies now. Okay, I can't really comment on anything because we haven't seen anything, but it's taking a lot longer than we thought. You know, that's the one thing by Scott Gimple. It's taking a lot longer than we thought, but Andrew Lincoln was filming Penguin Bloom, so I can't really blame Scott Gimple for that one. You know, Andrew Lincoln was doing other things, and plus he loved The Walking Dead to spend time with his family, as it is anyway. So, you know, you can't blame him. But the movies are taking a bit longer. We're not really almost getting any information on them, you know, and it's like, oh my god, give us something, you know? We've been waiting, like, you know, almost a year and a half now. Give us something for it, aside from a little teaser of a helicopter, you know? That's just me being honest. But now let's go to the final part. World Beyond. You know, I can't judge him on that either. You know, because, well, okay, I can judge him on how it's advertised, because I'm sorry, but the way they're advertising it with the posters with, like, the pink and stuff like that. I'll put up an image here of, like, the pink and, like, the logo and what on earth is that? I'm sorry, but what on earth is that? Here, just check that out right here. You know, honestly, I can't. I just don't know what to say about that, you know? It's just weird, you know? But, so anyway, there it is. But I don't get it. I don't really understand why World Beyond is being advertised kind of weirdly like that. But, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. So, we'll have to see how World Beyond is. We'll have to see how the movies are. Fear, you could work on it. And the original Walking Dead, I don't think he's as involved now. I mean, he is. He's a chief content officer, but really Angela Kang, wonderful Angela Kang, is running things. So, at least mostly, you know. So, yeah, anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. This was a pretty interesting video. Thank you to Eastside Badger for suggesting this video. And, you know, honestly, I don't know if Scott Gimple will ever see this video, but Scott Gimple, if you see this, man, really, you're doing a good job. You are. But I'm just saying that I think that Fear the Walking Dead, your villains, they could be a little bit better, is really all I'm trying to say here. And I think that World Beyond maybe should be advertised a little bit better and maybe more on a serious side, because I feel like the colors and I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a reason, but right now I'm not really understanding that. And, you know, I mean, I know they want, you know, he wants World Beyond to kind of be its own thing, but I don't know, you know. And the Rick Grimes movies, you know, I'm excited to see what you do with them. I'm not going to, you know, comment too much on it right now, but please give us something more, you know, just something, you know. That's really all I'm asking at this point. So, anyway, but the original Walking Dead, that's going fine for me right now. Fear the Walking Dead definitely is the one that could use the most work, and then the other two, we haven't seen them yet, so we'll have to see. But anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. Of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and of course, peace out.